Look at this. I just built an award-winning website using AI completely for free, and I did it in only 10 minutes. It's completely dynamic. All the assets have been generated by AI, and I even got AI to build the entire website for me. This is complete no code. It looks great. It feels great. It's using Ferrari's typography. It's using their logo. And honestly, I had my feet up when AI was building this. And here's the award-winning website by Porsche that I wanted to clone and build something similar in only 10 minutes. And you can see that it's a similar type of aesthetic. There's lots of dynamic images. There's a customer journey. And all in all, it looks great. No code written manually. There are no designers on a retainer, and I've spent $0. While most people are burning weeks writing templates, I'm deploying broadcast quality racing sites in the time it takes you to answer emails. And the gap between what you think AI can do and what I'm about to show you is massive. Now, I built this using Google's Antigravity, which is the same tool that everyone has access to. But here's the thing that makes me different. If I just throw a simple prompt at it, it's going to be garbage, and it's mostly AI slop. And that's the kind of website that screams, I used free AI tools, which is the complete opposite of what you're seeing in front of you today. But when you combine Google's Antigravity with the free Google AI tools that I'm about to show you today and overlap it with my agentic workflow, you're going to build something that most agencies don't even know exists. Because you're not just building websites anymore. You're engineering competitive advantages. And the one thing that's standing between you and this, you don't know which tools to stack and in what order. This is where 99% of AI sites die. They look fine, but they don't look expensive. So I'm going to show you the 3-step process that I used to build this Ferrari website. It's by Google, who built all these platforms, and best of all, it's completely free. So grab a coffee, sit back down, and let's build this puppy. Now, the first step is we need images that aren't stock images. Because trust me, as someone who's built websites, stock images screams amateurish, it screams cheapness, and it's the opposite of the type of look and feel that you're going for. So the first step is to head over to Whisk by Google Labs. I absolutely love this platform. It's incredible that it's still under experimental use by Google Labs, but it works so good. I use it for a lot of different projects. You can see here that I've created a few assets. Now, you can use this for any website. It doesn't have to be websites. This can be luxury watches. It can be protein shakes. It can be e-commerce stores. You can put this same template, the same workflow across multiple industries. So you can see here that I've created a few assets for the website. And so Google Whisk gives you free access to Nano Banana. And for this particular image, this is the prompt that I used. And that is a red Ferrari supercar, studio lighting, dark background, cinematic atmosphere, ultra high detail, glossy paint reflections, precision engineering highlights. Now, this is very important, these descriptions, because you get the cinematic look, you get the glossy reflections, you get the look and feel of a professional photography. And that's the look that I wanted to go for on this particular website. Now, because Whisk is free, go ahead and go crazy with this. Just create as many variations until you're happy with the output. And so this is the car prompt. So I've created a few of them. I've also created a few versions of the supercar on Italian roads. And so for this, I've used a very basic prompt. You don't have to over-engineer the prompt. You can keep it very specific, very simple, because remember, you can generate as many images as you want. There are no rate limits on Google Whisk. At least I haven't hit them yet. And until you're happy, just keep churning these out. So for this prompt, I put in here a red Ferrari supercar racing through the windy streets of Italy. That's it. Now, you can have this in any environment. I'm just giving you an example of what I built. And so I knocked a few of those out, and then different sceneries. I put it in front of showrooms. And then the last set of images was I wanted them inside, like a point of view from the driver. So this prompt here is show me the inside of the Ferrari interior from the point of view of the driver. And again, I did different angles, different colors. The main thing is that it looks like a Ferrari. And I added some close-ups as well. When you're happy with it, download it into a folder on your desktop, call it something relevant. I've called mine Ferrari website. And then we're good to go and move on to the second part of this workflow. The second step is we need videos, because Antigravity can't process videos directly. But that's not the blocker that you think it is, because I'm going to show you a really cool workaround. The second Google website that I'm going to use is Flow. It's also by Google Labs. It's again completely free. And this time they give you access to one of Google's amazing image to video models, and it's called VEO 3.1. So you want to create a new project, and you can see here that I've created a couple of assets already. Now, the first thing you want to do is change this from a text to video, because we're not going to use prompts. We're going to use the images that we created inside of Google Whisk. So change this to frames to video. And then what you want to do is you want to upload the first frame, which I already have, and then you want to upload the second frame. And then for the prompt, I used this prompt here, which is dramatic 360-degree rotation around a red Ferrari supercar. Studio lighting, dark background, cinematic atmosphere, ultra high detail, glossy paint, reflections, precision engineering highlights. So it's more or less the Whisk prompt that I used, but now I'm going to make it dynamic. I'm going to turn this into a video. And this is what it looks like. I think you agree that's like fire. That's amazing. That's exactly what I want to look and feel when I'm building the website. Now remember, this is also free, so if you're not happy with the output, just keep generating it. You have a couple of options here. So I've set it to quality. If you want to get it faster because you're doing this for clients, you've got other models here, and you want to make sure that this is set to, because you can have 2 outputs per prompt. It's free, so you might as well just use it. When you're happy with the output, just download it. So you just go over to this download icon here, and you want to get the upscale 1080p one. Just make sure it's that one, because we want the HD look and feel on the website. Anything lower than that is just going to look a bit more grainier. It's not going to look as professional, and obviously we want the professional look and feel if we're going to sell this as a service. And then there's one last step. I want a video for the hero image, so what you saw when you land on the website, the one that grabs attention, takes your breath away. And for this, I'm going to head over to Google Gemini, because I already pay for it as a pro plan subscriber, but you can do this on the free plan. So head over to gemini.google.com. This is the prompt that you're going to want. So I want a shallow depth of field with motion blur in the background, golden hour lighting, casting long shadows across the asphalt, a red Ferrari tearing down the track, sparks flying from beneath the chassis, if I can say it, heat haze rising from the surface, smooth sweeping camera movement, hyper realistic 4K cinematic quality. So after a couple of minutes, it's going to generate something like this. Before you send the prompt, just make sure that you have Gate Video selected, because this is going to use Google's VO3 text to video model. Honestly, that's superb. I couldn't have wanted anything else. I actually one-shotted this because I got this output in one go. But if you're not happy with it, I think they give you something like 3 tries, 3 videos per day. So just keep modifying the prompt until you're happy with it. You can also use any other platforms like Hicksfield, there's Kling.ai. There's a few other ones as well. I'm using Google Gemini because I already pay for it. Now, Google Antigravity is an amazing platform. It's an amazing AI, but it can't really work with videos. So the next step and the final step before we head into Antigravity is we need to change this video into JPEGs. And this will make more sense when I upload it inside of Antigravity. So head over to easygif.com. You want to select video to GIF, and then just select the to JPEG option. And then what you want to do here is you want to upload both videos. So upload that inside of the Dropbox here. Click on upload video. Once it's uploaded, we need to make a few configurations. So I changed the frame rate from 5 to 30, and then you want to convert it to JPEG. And then you'll see here that it basically takes the video and turns it into each frame. So you should get anything between 180 to 240 frames for like an 8-second video. Go down to the bottom and just download the frames as zip, and do this for both videos or as many videos as you're going to put on the website. You're going to need to do this for anything that's an MP4 file. So now that we have all the assets, we can now jump into Google's Antigravity and build this entire project, this website, all the scaffolding. AI is going to do it for you, and this is my favorite part. And so here's the entire prompt that I put into it. So basically, I want to integrate specific image assets into the website. The hero section is a video loop, and I've just referenced them inside of the subfolder here. So the way to start Antigravity is you want to click on File and open the folder that you saved on your desktop. If you need more help with Antigravity, I've actually got more videos that goes in depth into that. So have a look at that. I'll also link one to the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. And I've given it some hero suggestions, examples. I've also given it some text overlays, and I'm going to show you how you can make this better, right? Because it's going to be an iteration. We're going to tell the AI to make this better. I'm going to show you exactly how you're going to do that. And so everything is inside of here. Now, all the other files that you see, like JavaScript, JSON, the readmes, that's all been created by Antigravity. That's the AI creating that. I haven't touched any of that. So now it's planning the Ferrari landing page. It's got animations. Once you're happy with it, with the implementation plan, it will look at something like this. You just proceed, and it will then start building the scaffolding, the plumbing, and then start downloading, creating files, downloading dependencies, building libraries, all that kind of stuff. All the files and structure that you need under the hood, Antigravity will do that for you and actually build it all out for you. So there you can see I saw the implementation plan. I was happy with it, so I proceeded with that. And then it starts building everything. You can see here the app.jsx, the index.css, all the config files, everything that it needs for a website. And then you see here that it's completed the initial build, which isn't the best version of this, because I wanted the Ferrari logo, I wanted the Ferrari text, and the look and feel of Ferrari. So I wanted this similar type of menu options and navigation bars. So then I said add some dynamic menus and scrape the logo using the file called MCP. So I already covered file called MCP. It's basically a website that lets you crawl, scrape any website externally. What's great about this is that you can call it inside of Antigravity using their MCP. So you don't have to touch or deal with any of the messy stuff like IP, proxies. You're not going to get banned because you're doing this through Firecall, and you're not in violation of any terms of service because you're not carrying out any of this scraping, right? It's Firecall. So if any violations occur, it's Firecall's problem. And so now you can see it's scraping the Ferrari logo. It's updating the implementation plan. What's great about Firecall is that it will tell you the complete branding package. It will give you everything to do with any website. So that's color palettes, the fonts, the logos, everything that you can pull off our website, and you can call it directly inside of Antigravity. And so you can see now that my agent has said I've researched the official Ferrari logo, updated the implementation plan to include a higher-end navigation system. It's got the official logo. It's got everything that you see. And honestly, the most underrated feature with Google's Antigravity is that Google also owns Chrome, which is a web browser that it can open in like a virtual environment. Now, it's not virtual to me because I can see it. It's on my Mac, but it's kind of virtual to what Google Antigravity is doing. And what that means is that it can debug, it can identify problems agentically using the browser. So it can quote unquote see what I'm seeing on the webpage, which means that technically you're not going to get any problems with the website because it's going to be debugged completely using Google Chrome. And honestly, it looks superb. It's got the scrolling, and this is high-end stuff, guys. I've worked for agencies that built websites, and I've seen how much they invoice clients. Right? I've seen websites anywhere from like $5,000 up to $25,000. I'm not saying this is a $25,000 website, but I'm showing you what's possible in 10 minutes. Imagine what you can do if you took this and built it out for 3 hours, 5 hours, a day, 2 days. You can make it unbelievably polished. You can add more dynamic elements. You can integrate the menus. You can add social media links. There's so much more you can do. And best of all, it's all done through Antigravity's AI. And this is as good as anything that I've seen online, honestly. So this isn't just for racing sites. I've used this exact stack for luxury watch brands, fitness coaches, tech startups. The framework stays the same. It's always premium visuals. It's intentional iteration. I've got professional deployment, so I can send it to a deployment server like Vercel or Netlify or even Fi.io. If I've got access to the client's web domain, I can do it from my Mac and I can send it up there, and I can do it all inside of the agentic builder in Antigravity. And if you want the prompts, the templates, the checklist, click on the link in the video description. Thank you so much if you made it this far. If you love this tutorial, watch the next one on screen. In this one, I'm going to show you how you can actually dive deeper into Antigravity because I cover this in detail across a lot of videos. If you got value today, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Go ahead, download Google Antigravity, build this for yourself, like build websites, and most importantly, sell this as a service, because believe it or not, most people don't know what Google Antigravity is. They have no idea what 3.1 Gemini Pro is. So we are well ahead of the curve, and AI is not going to replace you if you're going to use AI to fight back. I'm absolutely convinced about that, which is why I created my private community and also this YouTube channel. So thanks again for your time and support. Before you go, say it with me, something magical is going to happen today, because it will if you install Google Antigravity. Take care and see you when the next video drops.